Hey everybody, I have an exciting video for you right now. Now, anybody that uses Zbrush or Zbrush 4 R2b should know a little bit about fiber mesh. Fiber mesh is this function where you take any object you have, like this is a sphere, but that's kind of plain, so let's spice it up a little bit using snake hook and just bleh. Okay, now it's, I don't know, a strange object. So let's apply fiber mesh to this, and what this is doing is applying hair to the entire surface of our object. Right, now you can go one step further. Let's turn this off real quick and select portions of your object for the fiber mesh to lay their fiber mesh stuff on. So yeah, so now we have hair along the masks that we've placed. Let's add a little bit more. Okay, so everybody gets that? Right, you can change the base color or the color in the back. So let's change that to this type of green. Okay, and then the tip or the very end of the hair would look like purple scale. Yeah, see? So now we have our base, which is green, and it blends into purple. So everybody gets that. So let's deactivate that. Now let's take a look at our poly count. 69,000. Now I'm going to show everybody Microfiber. Fabulous fun feature. What fiber mesh does is it takes it takes a 3D model and it places it on every one of your polygons. So here, so if you've got a big mesh or a big object, it will place that microfiber on all of those points. Now I'm going to show everybody how to do that. Now I used a sphere to figure out how to use it, but this shouldn't be that much different. So let's just use this. Let's turn poly face off and then minimize fiber mesh. Now you need to have in the render and then render properties, you need to activate draw micromesh. Okay, so once that's activated, it is closer to rendering out the small little objects that you have or need to display on your object. So then we go to display properties, and then select micromesh, and this if we took this model and we're like, we love this model a whole bunch, make polymesh 3D. Okay, so now we go to our sphere. Okay, and look at, let's just turn on geometry. Oh, my bad. Make polymesh 3D. Yeah, then geometry Dynamesh, which let's undo. Normally the object's like this, but that's kind of crazy, and we want to see smooth geometry throughout our entire object. So that's where you turn on Dynamesh, which cuts it up into little squares. So then we can more effectively place the Dynamesh or the micro mesh object on what we're selected on, or on our subtool, on the subtool that we have selected. Okay, so close geometry palette, then go down to select micromesh, and we made this a polymesh 3D and this, but that's kind of boring, so this will, okay, let's select this. Now that will, it doesn't show up as, or doesn't create geometry, because that could become pretty crazy and get into the billions of polygons up here, and may not render, or, you know, yeah, may not render on most computers. So then, okay, that's selected, and the render draw micromesh is selected. So let's turn polyframes off, and then BPR, let's render this. Now this will take a while, so I'm going to pause it and then kind of tell you how long it took afterwards. Rendering 16 samples, press escape to abort. Okay, so I'm going to pause it, then start it when it renders. Okay, now just an update on our progress so far. We're at 2 minutes and about 30 seconds, and it, I'm guessing 15 more seconds, but I'm going to pause it just in case. So, see you in a bit. Wow, all that time, and look at the results. I'm not too pleased with that. So let's start over. Lightbox, and then let's do. It's dependent on how many quads you have on your mesh. So let's start off with something really simple. Okay, there's that. Now we have all the. Oh yeah. Let's just make sure that it. Oh yeah, we reset everything, so it kind of like reset the program. So let's go to the render palette, then go to render properties. Oh, it's open. Okay, draw micromesh, and then go down to, yeah, display properties, select micromesh. Oh wait, just to make it really easy, let's make this a, whoa, where am I? Oh, it's the render, okay. Subtools, no, make polymesh 3, so this, you know, low poly mesh will just apply it on top of itself. And let's show the polyframes just to show what it'll look like. Select micromesh, and then, okay, there was that, and then, yeah, okay, either one of these. Polymesh, or polysphere. No, yeah, let's do this one. This one's the less complicated one. Okay, that, and now this should be a pretty simple render. So, Shift R to render, and then it will, now that is micro mesh at its best. It doesn't actually make these objects, it just displays them on render. So we could make, let's spice this up a little bit. Okay, we've got snake hook. Okay, make a big brush just so it, okay, then Control D to geometry, Dynamesh, and then let's like reduce it to 8, and gotta smooth it a little bit to fix it. Okay, there, and then probably, oh, let's make this smaller. Oh, a little bigger. Okay, then push that in. Where is it? Okay. Okay, I'm not. Okay, yeah. It's a golf club. Okay, so Shift R, and it will display those spheres across each one of the polygons, and that is micromesh. You can, let's go a little bit further, and okay, let's create a whole new scene, Dynamesh, and let's make this, make sure the poly's down to 8, and then invert. Let's go to deformation, inflate, okay, a few times, then invert, Oh. No, it's okay. Nice. Dynamesh. Huh. Oh, now I'm gonna... I like that. So then... make polymesh 3D. Then let's go back to the... sphere. Then make polymesh 3D. Oh no, sorry. We've already got that in memory. So let's go down to select micromesh. Yeah, let's make another one. Okay. Okay, make polymesh 3D, and then make polymesh 3D, geometry, Dynamesh. Yeah, lower the Dynamesh. Okay, that gives us that, and then make this polymesh 3D. Okay, now let's try and apply our object, or micromesh. Could be anything, preferably low resolution and stuff, just so your computer can handle things. And then micromesh, and then select one of them. Okay, zoom out a little bit. It should show up everywhere. So Control R. Oh, why did that work? Oh, maybe because we didn't actually... Yeah, my bad. Draw micromesh. Okay, now it'll work. Shift R. Now it's rendering out all those little stick things that we made onto this mesh. A little crazy. I'm still working out the kinks, but this is micromesh, and I suggest everybody plays with it. And to make a micromesh on your objects, just follow the steps that I illustrated. And yeah, thanks.